Let's get this shmoney.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Two Old Roomies. This is episode 5. Thank you for joining us on this journey.
It's been a while since we filmed one of these. Adam, like we said before, Adam went to New York.
And Gatlinburg.
For 2 weeks. So we pre-recorded, what was it, episode 2, 3, and 4?
Yeah, all in one day.
Yeah, so it's been a while, so we might be a little rusty.
I think we'll be all right. We've improved our setup a little. We got these mic stands that don't crane.
I kind of like those ones, though.
Yeah, but this is a little more, they don't move around on you. They don't get squirrely. But yeah, what have you been up to, Jordan?
Oh, nothing much, man. I've been sick for like a week and a half. I literally got sick last Friday. And it's Tuesday. So not from Friday to Tuesday, but Friday all the way to Friday, and then until the next Tuesday.
What,
so I've been
what do you
sick
mean
for
by
a
sick?
minute.
Do you have a cold or?
I don't know. Yeah. I think it was just a cold. I don't think I had a fever or anything, but I've had a really sore throat. I lost my voice for a while, but I was kind of scared. I was like, I only work 1 hour a week. What if I can't perform that 1 hour?
If you have to call in sick to the podcast.
Yeah, that would have not been great.
That would have been a nightmare scenario for sure. So yeah, I went to New York, upstate, not the city. And then I joined my family in Gatlinburg, Tennessee for their trip. And I got to say, Gatlinburg reminded me a lot of Ocean City or like iDrive, a lot of tourist trap stuff.
Yeah.
Enough with the vaping on the
you
podcast.
Wouldn't see that one.
But yeah, Gatlinburg's cool. Something fun that we did, they have like these little coasters that are built into the side of the mountains. So you basically just like coast down it on rails. Pretty fun.
Oh, so it's like the people mover.
Yeah, they have like little slides and stuff down the side of the mountains. Pretty cool. I went to Ripley's, believe it or not,
Did you believe it?
Oh, very believable. So everything there is real and believable and not that crazy, but it's still fun. And yeah, we went just all over Gatlinburg, had a good time, so it was fun.
Okay, well, there was some news while you were gone. I don't know how, I'm not very up to date on current events or anything, but I caught wind from my buddy Roland. He told me that a female streamer on Twitch was selling her bottled bathwater.
Yeah, that's a thing that happened.
Yeah. Okay. So, how much would you pay for this girl's bathwater?
Do you hear that?
Oh, yeah. Someone's
doing their
a leaf
lawn.
blower.
That's sick. For someone's bathwater, look, you would have to pay me to take it home.
If it was like an 11 out of 10.
What are you doing with that? Would you drink it?
This one guy put it in his vape and he vaped it.
That's impressive.
That is
I like
hardcore.
That. Okay, I'm not paying for that.
That's mad clout.
I wouldn't do it. No, I don't think I would pay for anything like that.
You wouldn't just buy it and just take a sip just to see what it tastes like?
That's nasty.
How much what would the price point be of your personal bottled bathwater?
Like for me to want to start an online store and like go public, like, hey guys, I will sell my bathwater.
Where would you set that price?
I would have to sell it for like $1,000 a bottle to deal with.
My God.
Because I don't want to. I have a career. I have a life.
$1,000 a bottle?
The judgment that
I don't know if you're gonna make any sales, Adam. This girl was only selling it for $30 a piece.
Jeez, how many baths do you think she's taking in a day? Just one big one, or
I don't know.
You know what the racket that'll be is someday someone's gonna bust her, like expose her, just putting sink water and like a little soap in each one.
Yeah,
and like sticking her finger in it.
Someone tested it. I don't know what they did to like what test they ran on it, but apparently it was fake. So she probably just bought like a bunch of bottled water, like cracked the
seal
bottle, cracked it, and then just like shipped them out. It was like, yeah, here, $30 a bottle.
That's rowdy.
That's like some expensive water.
When I was in Vietnam, they told us not to buy bottled water from people on the street because they'll like just pull water bottles out of the garbage, fill them up with the sink, and then put a new plastic ring around it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like
sketchy.
New Orleans.
Yeah, it's not good. You got any other news stories for us? What else did I miss?
Okay. So while you were gone, I hit a real low point in my life.
Oh, no.
And this is the first time I've ever done this, and I was so ashamed. I went to Cece's Pizza by myself. So for those of you that don't know, we actually have a lot of Australian and New Zealand listeners now.
That's great.
All of our friends that Nikki and I made on our tour, they're all tuning in. So, g'day, mate. Put another shrimp on the barbie. But anyway, so Cece's Pizza is a really shitty pizza buffet. Like the pizza is like the lowest tier pizza you could think of, but it's so good.
It's like $6, right?
Yeah, it's like
$6.99.
$6 to get in, and you could just gorge yourself. And I went alone. So like all these people behind the buffet that were like, restocking all the pizza and everything, they were probably looking at me and like, what has happened in this guy's life where he decided to go to a Cece's Pizza alone on like a Monday afternoon?
That's borderline rock bottom.
Yeah.
You're getting there.
I was not proud. I was not proud of it.
We're this close to having an intervention for you.
Yes. Yeah. I wouldn't even argue it.
Love it. All right. What else you got?
Oh, okay. So my sleeping schedule has been messed up, as you know. So I was sleeping one afternoon.
Oh, no.
So apparently my wife needed to get a hold of me. So she needed my social security for something. And so she's like calling me, but my phone's on vibrate and I wouldn't even wake up even if it was my ringer was on. So she decides to call my buddy Trey, and she's like, hey, can you go on your lunch break? Can you swing by our house and wake my husband up at 12 p.m.? And so I wake up to Trey's voice, like, in my room. He's like, Jordan. I woke up. I was so confused. I was like, where am I, dude? Like, is this real? Like, I'm pretty sure I was butt-ass naked. And then I hear Trey's voice, and I'm like, what is going on, dude? And he's like, hey, Nikki told me that she needs you to call her. And I was like, oh, why the fuck didn't she just call our roommate and just ask him to wake me up? And apparently she didn't have our roommate's number. So
Oh, no.
he's been living in that house before I even met my wife.
How do you not have your own roommate's
and she
number?
doesn't have his number. And I'm like,
How's that possible?
I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how Fran was saying that he thought the house was haunted?
Oh,
what
he's
if it was
an
just
idiot.
Trey?
Yeah, it could be.
Like, you could have thought your house was haunted if you were groggy enough and Trey woke you up.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, so also while you were gone, we went to Chili's one night, and my wife thought it would be a good idea to order egg rolls from a Chili's.
The Southwest egg rolls or the...
Dude, I don't even know.
Did you eat them?
I'll barely order French fries from Chili's, much less... I love Chili's, but I'm not going to order Oriental food from a goddamn Chili's.
You mean Asian food?
Yes.
We don't say Oriental anymore.
We don't?
No.
Well, I'm half Filipino, so I'm going to say Oriental food.
You do you, man.
All right. Yeah, we're good there.
Dude,
we don't have to edit that out.
I have a great story for you.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So Sue-Ann, David, and Nick, my girlfriend and two of my buddies, were hanging out. And Nick asked this question, and I want to get your thoughts on this after, too. But he asked, if you're in an Airbnb and there are washcloths next to the shower, right? Do you take one in there and wash your body with it? And B, do you wash your butthole with the Airbnb washcloth?
Oh, that's a good... Well...
Or is that, like, past the limit?
I'm very biased because I don't wash myself when I shower. I just let the water kind of do its thing.
Like cascade off you?
Yeah. So I'm just sitting there, like... I'll shampoo my hair. I should probably shampoo my hair, I would say, maybe twice a week. And
okay.
But as far... I don't really use soap.
Do you think the shampoo, like, goes... Like
yeah, I mean, yeah.
That trickle down
the shampoo
economics.
will trickle down my body. and it'll twice a week, and that's it.
Okay, so
But back to what you were saying about the washcloths.
like that's what they're there for, right?
Yeah, the beehole is dangerous territory, though.
So
I don't know if you could just send it down there.
So Sue-Ann said, oh gosh, how did she say it? It was so funny. We were like crying laughing. She goes, no, you don't use a washcloth to wipe your butt hole. And then we said, what do you use to wipe your butthole? And she said, her face. And then she's like, oh, I thought you were going to say, what do you use the washcloth on?
She must be very limber.
But we go, what do you use to wipe your butthole? She goes, your face. Like completely not the right answer. I was like crying laughing. I thought it was pretty funny.
I can definitely picture her saying that, though. Is that what you were going to tell me? Remember that one night we all went to go get the Nerf guns from Walmart? And then you were like, that was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it would be funnier, but I feel like you had to be there. So.
No, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny.
Dude.
Being there.
So, yeah. Also, Adam's girlfriend does not pee in the shower. And she's like, she thinks it's revolting. And I literally told her, you're the only person out there who doesn't piss in the shower.
Everyone we've asked so far said they don't mind peeing in the shower.
Right.
Because it's totally normal.
Right. And then I told her that if I have to drop a deuce and then kind of take a shower in the same, time frame, Adam's getting embarrassed. But
this is disgusting.
You were just talking about wiping buttholes with faces, dude.
All right, go ahead.
So I'll time my dump in my shower accordingly so that I can take a dump, not wipe, and get into the shower.
I thought you were going to say you'll poop in the shower.
Oh, you'd have to tell everyone that.
Yeah. So, I mean, the shower is better than using toilet paper. That's a fact.
Right. And she's disgusted by it.
Here's an unpopular opinion that I have. I think it's better to poop after you shower than before.
Oh, negative.
Let me explain why.
I feel dirty if I do that.
Because here's the thing. If you take like a solid poop, like a long boy, it stinks
like where
up.
It beaches itself on the porcelain?
Like if it's just a smelly one.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to then turn on hot water, get it nice and steamy in there, and just stand in the stench of the mess I've created.
Everyone likes the smell of their own brand, though.
No, not like that. Like I want to get
just me?
I want to get out of the bathroom. If you have two bathrooms and you poop in one, and then you just scurry over to the other one, you're good. But you have to be very, very rich to do that.
I mean, our house is very small, and we have 2 showers.
Okay, well, but Frankie uses one, right?
Yeah, but I take dumps in my roommate's bathroom all the time.
So you don't want to use your own toilet paper.
Yeah. So I'll go. I'll sometimes I'll eat his food too. Like, so I'll do, if he doesn't. Most of the time he'll be like, "Hey Jordan, do you want the rest of this?" I'll be like, "Yeah, dude." And then, but other times I'll see it in the fridge, and then I'll nibble. I'll take a few spoonfuls of whatever it is, not eat it and put it back. I'll put some on a plate and eat it, and then I'll see if he notices. And then if he doesn't, then I'll just keep slowly doing it until it's gone, and then he forgets about it. That's
incredible. Mm-hmm. I would say that's honestly, people should do that.
Yeah,
food waste is a big problem. So
right.
Let's try and help the earth a little.
That is what I'm here for.
Yeah. All right. What else we got?
Oh yeah. So my roommate the other day, he was sick as well, and he's like, man, I lost 10 pounds just from being sick.
Jeez.
And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, yeah, man, I just haven't been eating enough. I have to eat so many calories every day to maintain my weight, and it's so hard. I'm like, wow, dude, what a problem. What a problem to have. Do you know what I do? What happens to me when I eat too much food? I look like this right here.
So you haven't been sick in a long time, is what you're saying. So
I'm sick right now, and I've gained weight. Him and I have literally the opposite metabolisms.
That's incredible.
And it's just, dude, I can't stand people like that. That they have to eat like an entire pack of Oreos just to not lose 5 pounds the next day.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, why couldn't I have been blessed with that?
That reminds me of girls that are like, I don't want to go to the gym and lift weights because I don't want to get too built and too like muscular. It's like, you know how hard people work to get too
get
like you're not
shredded?
gonna accidentally like work out for 6 weeks and be like, dang, I got shredded. Now I look dumb. Like, that's not gonna happen, ladies. Like, you know how many times I went to the gym in a row, didn't look shredded? It's hard.
Right.
It's
of
hard
course.
work.
And then most people, they're like taking creatine and like pre-workout, shooting up. They're juicing, you know, and it's just like, just to be shredded.
Well, people don't realize how many like Hollywood actors are on steroids. Like,
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
Like Zac Efron when he did Baywatch, he was like roided up like crazy, and The Rock had to tell him to chill. He was like,
He's like, dude, your nuts are going to shrink into your stomach.
well, he's like, you don't have to compete. Like, it's not a contest. It's a movie. So let's like just get shredded and then we'll do the movie. But like, you don't have to outwork me. I'm The Rock.
Maybe The
It's
Rock
fine.
was getting, he was shook.
He was getting jealous.
He got scared.
Dude, The Rock, if I ever meet The Rock in person, I'll freak out. That man is a tank, for one. People don't realize he's like 6'7" and like 300 and whatever pounds and like pure muscle. But that guy's rowdy.
Oh, yeah, he's a beefy dude.
Indeed, he is. You got anything else for us? As far as current events go?
Oh, current events. I
'Cause
think
we can-
the Twitch bathwater was all I had.
Are you planning on raiding Area 51?
No, you let the pawns go first, and then the generals move last.
Okay. See, I was actually hanging out with a band that I was recording yesterday, and they were like, Adam, you seem like someone that would actually go to Area 51. Just ironically,
that
like for
might-
the jokes.
You know how much clout we would get for the potty if we did that, though?
Dude, I was looking into it. It turns out the only way to get to Area 51 is you have to fly to the airport in Arizona, and there's a terminal that's only for the military people that are going there. And there's guards for like miles around it. Like,
Oh, yeah,
and there's
sure.
no road that leads to it. You have to fly there. So we wouldn't get there, first of all, which is a big problem. Second of all, if we did raid it and we found anything, you would get shot instantly. Like, they're not messing around with that. But also, I don't think that they're even taking it seriously. So maybe they have a false sense of security and we could actually get there and steal an alien.
You think so?
I mean, they're not going to like, what are they going to do? Call in a bunch of extra guards for
Yeah.
this fake thing?
Okay, I see where you're
But
going.
you could take it a level further. I could show up and be like, hey guys, it's me. I'm extra security that they hired just for this. And like act like you're part of the military,
Right.
like the extra bonus security level that just shows up to important stuff. Bring a clipboard, you know, like look legit, get a van. And that's how you get the aliens. You're like, oh, we got it from here. And you flash like some badges and stuff.
Yeah.
Could work.
That's Bible.
I'm just thinking about it. But yeah, Area 51 raid is going to be crazy. I'm kind of tired of every meme and tweet being about it, though. Like, September 20th needs to get here because the content, it's all Old Town Road and Area 51 memes. So
Yeah.
I'm a little bit over it.
No, I feel you there.
Well, should we do some unpopular opinions?
Yeah.
Just jump right into it?
Yeah, I'm very down for that.
All right, so I'm going to start with one that I thought was pretty interesting. Waking up in the middle of the night is underrated. Think about it. You wake up, your blanket is warm and toasty, you're sleepy, but you don't have to get up. It's dark out. You get the satisfaction of knowing you can fall back asleep without any repercussions.
Okay.
Agree or disagree?
I don't know if that's unpopular. I feel like, personally, I love when I wake up hours before my alarm goes off, because then I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm late. And then I look at my phone and I'm like, oh, okay, it's only 2 a.m.
But is that better than just getting a good night's sleep all the way through?
I feel like it is, because it's so... The feeling you get when you realize that you still have, like, 5-6 hours left of sleep, it's a win.
It's like when you're holding stuff and you drop one and like swoop out and catch it. It's like it's better to not drop it, but you feel cooler for catching it.
But on the downside, if your alarm is set for 6:30 and you wake up at 6:25 and you're like, oh, I hope I don't have to be up anytime soon. You look at your phone and you're like, my alarm's going off in 5 minutes.
No, see, I'm the opposite. I love waking up right before the alarm because it feels like I have a superpower to like keep time while I'm sleeping.
Okay.
And I've like mastered an art, and then I'm already up, so it's like I don't have to fight like, it's so early, the alarm. I can just get up, get in the shower, and hit the road. You can even turn off your alarm.
Yeah.
Which is like a cool feeling.
I could see both sides.
Yeah, like
I wouldn't say that's an unpopular opinion. That's like it's a nice middle ground.
Here's one that I thought was interesting too.
What?
Hold on.
Oh wait, no, this isn't the one that I saw.
Oh, I have also some shower thoughts.
Okay.
Here's one.
Send it all.
People who moan about children crying on planes or in restaurants are pathetic. They're baby humans. We're the same species, and some people, especially here on Reddit, act like people with babies should just stay inside until the child is fully grown, because God forbid someone has to listen to a child cry. Also, children cry for a million different reasons. Sometimes their teeth are literally bursting through their gums, so you lot can get a grip with this exception that any child crying automatically has awful parents and that babies should never cry. And in the comments from this one, somebody was like, why are you bringing a baby on a plane? And somebody wrote like,
well, the baby might have to be somewhere.
Yeah, someone wrote like, what if the baby has to go to something or see its family? And that guy had gotten downvoted into oblivion. Like,
wait, the guy that was defending the baby got downvoted?
Yeah, he was like, what if the baby has to go somewhere? And it was like negative 10 points. And he was like, Jesus.
That's a logical answer, though.
I know.
People are just that salty.
And then
about
people are like,
babies.
no, don't do that. I was like, wow.
See, when I'm having a nice 5-star meal at Chili's and I hear some child just scream crying, I don't do it because I'm actually like disgusted. I do it just to let that person know that I noticed that their child's crying.
What? Give them like a look?
They'll look over me and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'll be like, I'll just roll my eyes, and be like, "Oh, wow." Like, oh man, I remember my first kid.
Yeah, I think if you're on an airplane, that's different. People who bring their kid to the movies should have to give their child up for adoption.
Movies, no.
Like a PG-13 movie and you bring a 2-year-old, don't do that.
There should be certain places that you're not allowed to bring a child.
Oh, yeah.
Like church would be a good one. I don't go to church, but I feel like a baby doesn't need to be there.
Well, they go to the kids' church.
What? I mean, for like infants?
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh, yeah.
The church I grew up in had a cry room.
Oh, gosh.
So, like, if your kid started crying in the back, they had, like, a booth where you could open the door and they would play, like, the audio from the service and you could see through the window.
Oh, imagine the psychopath that works in the cry room.
No one worked in it. It was just, like, more rows, but they were behind, like, a window because it...
I thought there was, like, a lady in there, like, tending to all the scream-crying babies.
No, that would be terrible. But, yeah, like, don't bring your kid to the movies.
Theaters, yeah.
Don't bring your kid to stuff that's like an activity. Like, I get that you want to have your kid have experiences, but they also aren't going to remember it. So maybe don't. Like, don't bring them to mini golf. Like, you ever see a 3-year-old kid play mini golf and they take 30 minutes to hit it in the hole?
Yeah. No, this is my plan. So Nikki wants to have a child soon-ish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my mom raise the child until it's about 4. And then I'm going to swoop in like dad of the year and just ball out and just be like, oh yeah, like you remember little Brian when we went and did this, like blah, blah, blah.
Just lie.
And he's going to be like, yeah, I think so. And we'll be like, yeah, you better. Like, yeah. And then I'm not going to give my mom any of the credit.
Dude, the best thing you could do is just don't neglect your kid. But don't take them to do anything. Just give them like a deck of flashcards for like their first 6 years of life. And then all of a sudden start, like they'll just think that's what life's supposed to be. and then start taking them to do go-karts, bowling, Disney, mini golf, like for a month, just take them to everything they've been missing out on, you will win like parent of the year for your kid. Like they'll be like, wow, my life is amazing.
Because they were so deprived in the first 6 years.
Yeah, but like,
and they don't know anything.
But think about a kid from like 1910, dude. Those kids were not playing mini golf. Those kids didn't go to the arcade. They were farming. So like, and they turned out okay. Turned out.
They were functioning.
Yeah, like they all had PTSD, but other than that,
alive.
Yeah. So like all this new stuff. Like now it's to the point where if you don't get your kid an iPad or something like that,
oh yeah,
then you're like, oh, that's basically treated the same way abuse was treated in 1910.
Oh, speaking of children and iPads and phones, so I don't know if I should use names. I'm not going to, just for the sake of I don't want to put their kid on blast. So anyway, one of my friends was trying to get a hold of their sibling. So they like were calling, and they weren't answering. And then, so they were like, I'm going to call their 4-year-old daughter's iPhone. And answers immediately.
4?
Yeah.
4 years old?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Or 4 to 6.
That's crazy.
Somewhere in there. I don't know the exact age.
Yeah. That's nuts. Sue-Ann and I and David were talking about when we got our first phones, and Sue-Ann had hers in middle school, and so did I.
Oh, I had mine in elementary.
Or elementary, yeah. And then it was like, why? It's like, oh, for emergencies. But then
I'm just trying to ball my bros.
I'm thinking about what emergency does an elementary schooler have? Like, you're not going to run out of gas on the highway. You're 7.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It might just be to like kind of get them in the routine of like, once they're in middle school and maybe they're walking home from somewhere or whatever, just to be in the habit of it.
I bet kids these days are way harder to kidnap because they're already on Instagram Live or TikTok or whatever. Like, you can't get in the shot to kidnap them.
I mean, I've never thought about kidnapping kids, but
me either.
You have a valid point.
All right, should we move on to the next unpopular opinion?
Yeah, let's send it.
Do you agree though? Like, it's not a big deal if a kid cries somewhere?
Yeah, no. Like I said, unless it's like a place that's supposed to be quiet, like a movie theater.
Right.
Then, yeah.
All right, here's one that I thought was wild. Acne can actually make a person more attractive.
Oh, this is the one I saw you scrolling through, and I was like, what? I couldn't believe my eyes.
And I don't want to shame anybody, but I just think, nah.
Right.
Like, that's just not.
I have acne right now.
Yeah.
My beard is covering a lot of it.
That's good.
But it does not, by any means, make anyone more attractive.
It's. I get where they're coming from, because it can make someone like, I don't know, acne. Like, some people have scars.
Well, if
and
you
it makes them cool. Like Seal, he has like scars on his face, but he kind of looks cool because of it. Like,
yeah,
if he played like a villain in a spy movie, you would be like, damn, that guy's a badass. But like, if somebody has just like pizza face or whatever, I'm not gonna be like, ooh,
damn,
I'm into it.
That kid drank a lot of Mountain Dews and played a lot of Halo.
I mean, to me, it just makes you look 16, I guess, too.
Right.
And I'm not really into that. So, but yeah, I disagree with that one.
Like, really bad acne as a teenager, and then now I'll just get like the occasional little pimple somewhere.
If somebody says something like that to you and you have acne, do you feel like they're just pandering? Like, they're just trying to be nice, and it makes you feel worse? Because I feel like sometimes that stuff happens.
What, like when someone says acne can actually make a person more attractive?
Like, if you had acne and then somebody says like, hey man, like, sometimes acne's
acne
attractive.
Looks really good today.
Like, that would make me feel worse about it than if they just said, hey, what's up?
Because like, at least try to ignore the fact that I look like a pepperoni pizza.
Yeah, it's not helpful to some people.
Yeah.
All right. And then,
but I get what you're saying. Like, you don't want to shame anyone that has really bad acne,
right?
But you shouldn't
not your
tell
fault.
someone that it enhances their look, like, because it doesn't.
Just treat it like anything else. Like, it's not really there,
right?
And then we have one more unpopular opinion, and then we'll do some shower thoughts. No, you should not support your local music scene no matter what. Music should be supported only if the listener genuinely enjoys the music and genuinely feels that it is worth supporting.
I agree with that.
And then this guy just roasted this band that he went to see for being bad. And then they asked for feedback, and he said that he gave him his honest opinion that they should practice and work on their timing. And then they were met with a bunch of self-righteous, like, you should support your scene, and they'll support you. This is why the local scene here is dead. Everyone wants to criticize. And then he said it's one of the most ridiculous things, and if the scene wants to establish its presence, then the band should get better.
I feel like Mills 50, that hipster area in Orlando, is definitely guilty of like fakes, like, you know, supporting no matter what.
Right.
But I'm so judgmental, dude. I will tell you to your face. I'll be like, no, your band sucks ass.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's kind of too bad because I feel like the average local band is okay, but like I wouldn't go see them twice in the same 2 months or something like that. But you know when there's like 5 bands on a show?
Yeah.
Some of those bands, I think, like some bands that are really good have a hard time getting fans because it's just hard to get out and play in front of people that are actually paying attention. And so like if a band that's been around for 5 years and is just okay, if you play a show with them, like no one might go if you're a brand new band, and you'll have a hard time finding an audience at all. It's almost like the internet is where you have to get fans now. And then
for sure.
They'll come out to your show if they like you. Mm-hmm. But like I could book a show tomorrow at like a bar or whatever, and it's so hard to get people to come just because people have written off like local concerts as a fun thing to do. Because they end at like, they always go super late. The sound is never that good. Even if you're there to see a band you like, there's probably like 2 mediocre bands playing before them. You never really know what time someone's going to play. Like you could have a pretty bad time and you start watching the clock like, I came to see my friend, but it's 11:30 and they're still setting up.
I feel like, I don't know why too, because like I used to be super into, you know, going to shows and everything. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the older I get, like the less, like I don't enjoy it as much anymore as I did when I was like in my early 20s or like late teenage years, you know.
Well, I used to show up so early and like get in line for concerts, and now like I'll look up, I'll like tweet at the band, what time do you guys play tonight? And then I'll show up then. Yeah,
I used to go to Warped Tour every summer, like in 110 degree weather
at noon.
Yeah, if for like literally I'd be out there for like 10 hours.
And the band you want to see plays at 9:30.
And if you offered me a free Warped Tour ticket today, I'd be like, nah, I'm not going.
It's sweaty out there.
Yeah, man. It's I don't know. I don't like being sardined with a bunch of, you know, sweaty, you know, girls with
teens.
Yeah, girls with armpit hair and stuff like.
Well, yeah, I mean,
not throwing shade. If you don't shave your armpits, that's cool.
Well, I went to Warped Tour a few times in Orlando. Terrible. Went to it in Seattle once. Incredible. 70 degrees.
Oh yeah,
breezy.
That
like
would probably be really
big
nice.
Difference.
Yeah,
it was almost like going. I mean, it was like going to the mall. Like it felt like I was in the mall, compared to like out here. You feel like you're at boot camp.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So that makes all the difference, I think. But yeah, I think that guy's right about the local scene. Whatever, like you don't need to blindly support it just because it's local. Even like restaurants will be like, oh, we need to support local businesses.
Well, I'm not gonna eat there if your food's shit.
Your food's not good, so not gonna go.
That's like Taco China, dude.
Dude, we're gonna beef
China,
about
there's
this.
This place in.
I think you've already told people that you don't like Taco China.
Yeah, I'll tell them again. I hate it. It's disgusting. It's this taco place, and they try to go like way they do the most, and I'm like, bro, you're making tacos. Like, relax. And they're like putting these little garnishes on them and like doing all this weird stuff, and I'm like, bro, it doesn't even taste good. Like, it tastes like butt soup.
You're killing me. Well, so when's the last time you actually went to a local music show? Can you even think of one?
A local? Oh, yeah. Actually, like 3 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was cool. We went my wife and I went with my stepdad. My mom was working that night at the hospital, so she couldn't go. But he wanted us to go see, like, it's one of his coworkers' bands, and so they were playing. It was like a brew tasting slash like.
Oh, was
show.
it at House of Blues?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, it was cool because like we bought the little wristbands. You could go like try all the different breweries and stuff, and then like just listen to the music and stuff. It was cool. I went mainly for my stepdad just because.
Trying to bond.
He didn't. No, not even. Like, I'm very close to him, but he didn't have anyone to go with because my mom couldn't go, and then I was like, oh well, I'll go. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. And then but the show ended up being pretty good. So
well, that's good.
Yeah.
I feel like those shows at the big venues where they have local bands play is different than like a sweaty bar too. Like I'm kind of over the sweaty bar scene.
Yeah, dude, it's
like,
real crusty.
House of Blues has air conditioning and stuff like that, so pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, now we're going to shift a little and do some shower thoughts. Have you heard of that? It's basically just like little things you think of that are interesting. Like if you're in the shower,
course, yeah.
people come write them down. This one I thought was funny. Whoever created the tradition of not seeing the bride in the wedding dress beforehand saved countless husbands everywhere from hours of dress shopping and will forever be a hero to all men.
Ah.
Right?
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because obviously when Nikki was like looking for her dress, I wasn't there.
Yeah, you get to just play video games.
I was at home just chilling. I was like,
I bet you there's dudes that use that time to go have their affair.
You think so?
Yeah. Like if you're a real scumbag, you're like, hey babe, like take as long as you want to go wedding dress shopping.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, even like bachelor parties, I feel like it's one of those things that's weird to me because it's like, oh, go to the strip club right before your wedding. I feel like that's kind of getting outdated too.
Yeah.
Like who thought of that?
I don't go to the strip club to see titties and stuff. I go to the strip club with my boys because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's when like I would never go alone, like that's disgusting.
Or to like creep on the girls.
Yeah, dude, like oh god. But like Nikki will even go with me sometimes, and it's just like we'll go with a group, and it's just hilarious. Because then one of our boys is like out there just blowing racks, just like making it rain, and then you're off to the side just cracking up, paying $8 for a fucking Bud Light,
It's rowdy. Hey, it's cheaper than a Bud Light at a sports game.
Ah, that is true.
So it's kind of a decent value.
And how many nipples do you see in a sports game?
Depends on the sport.
I guess you're right.
All right. Next shower thought. Let me pull this up. The show Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader confirms that nothing the kids learned applies to life.
Ah.
Very accurate. Do you feel like school even mattered?
Yes. No, dude. It was terrible. I wish they would have this is obvious. This is so, dragged out now, like from people our age that are saying like, oh, I wish they would have taught us how to do like taxes and laundry and like blah, blah, blah. Like just household stuff, like how to change a tire, like this and that.
Everyone that says that thinks they're inventing something. Like, oh, you know what we should have had? Personal finance class.
Right.
It's like, dude, we all have the internet. We've seen that on Facebook.
It's not. I wouldn't even give them credit for like thinking of it because it's something that should have been done.
Right.
It's not even like, oh, you're really clever because you thought that we should have learned how to do taxes in school. Like no, like they 100% should have taught us that.
Yeah, but here's the other thing.
I'm finding out like what the value of X is and like what the fucking mitochondria does. Like I don't care what a mitochondria does.
But here's the thing: would we have even paid attention?
100%
in personal finance.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, because they're gonna say, "Oh, you'll need this later," and I'm gonna say, "Nah," and I'm gonna fall asleep.
Personal finance, no. But if they were like, "We're gonna show you how to change a tire," I would have been like, "Oh, sick! Like, yeah, let's do it."
Okay.
Or like, how to. I don't know.
Have you ever watched Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
I've seen like bits and pieces, but I've never I don't like tune in regularly.
It's one of those shows, you know that feeling when something is like on the tip of your tongue and you know it, but you just go, ah!
Yeah,
that's the whole show for me. They'll be like, who was the fourth president? And I'm just like, I know this. It's so stressful.
Oh, I don't even.
So
I'm not even
stressful.
gonna pretend like I know that.
I don't either.
I know the first, the 16th, and the current president.
You don't even know the one from 2 years ago?
Oh, yeah, I guess I know him.
Yeah. But yeah, that show's ridiculous. And like, it's true. The fifth grader wins, but like the contestant, the adult, also has like a job and makes $100,000 a year, like in, finance or something. And he loses the show. It doesn't really say that he's stupid. It just says school is teaching us dumb stuff.
Yeah.
I agree with that one. What else we got? The main part about being an adult is having your bed in the center of the wall instead of one of the corners. Did you have a bed in the corner growing up?
I don't really think that matters.
I definitely vibe with that. When I was a kid, my bed was in the corner, and now it's in the middle of the room.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never thought about that. I just put it like the bedrooms in our houses are very small, so we can't really we don't have too much liberty to put them where we want them. It's kind of like there's there's one spot for this thing.
So is it in a corner though?
The bed.
Like, are you up against the wall?
No.
So you're an adult.
It has to be in the middle because on the side of the bed we have a little what's the word I'm looking for?
Nightstand?
No, it's like a cabinet door, and then it's like a mounted dresser, if you will.
Okay.
So we can't have it against that because we need to open that, and then we can't have it too far the other way because then it'll be right in front of the master bathroom. So it's yeah.
Did you ever sell that couch?
Oh, I did, yeah.
To the same dude?
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, we did. We
Congrats.
got a new couch too.
Nice.
That's a lot smaller and better fitting.
Is it covered in animal hair already?
Not really. No,
That's good.
It's leather, so you kind of just
just wipe it off.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna sit on it either way because you got too many pets.
Yeah, that I do.
Here's a good one. If Sierra Mist wasn't a soda, it would most definitely be a stripper.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't like Sierra Mist's butt, dude.
I mean, it's just
like a trashy Sprite.
It's just loud Sprite,
Yeah.
hurdy Sprite.
It's not good.
What do you think's the best soda? Coke?
The best soda, yeah, Coke. I really like vanilla Coke and regular Coke.
Why is Mellow Yellow so good, but we never drink it?
I don't know. I feel like
Or
when it comes
ginger
down
ale.
to Coke and Pepsi, each company will have their specialties where okay, Pepsi,
Where they really shine.
Pepsi does Mountain Dew way better than Coke does Mellow Yellow, and then Dr. Pepper is way better than Mr. Pibb, even though Dr. Pepper is now.
Hold on, Mr. Pibb's better, and Dr. Pepper
I think Dr. Pepper's better.
Dr. Pepper is both. It's an independent.
It's independent. I was about to say that,
and they sell it to both.
But it originated as Pepsi, and then they went and did their own thing.
Here's something I noticed on the flights because I flew to and from New York. Everybody on planes gets ginger ale.
Oh, I love, dude.
And
yes.
nobody
Yes.
gets it on the ground.
Yeah, dude.
What is it about flights?
It's that good old Schweppes, too. It's the Schweppes ginger ale.
Why do we forget that we like it when we land?
I don't know. I feel like when you're a certain altitude, you're like, man, I could really use a crisp ginger ale.
Is it something they're putting in it?
I don't know, dude.
It's crazy.
But no, I've always liked ginger ale, but I've recently been on this kick where I'm just craving ginger ale a lot.
Why don't they put it in the fountain at places? You know what I mean? Like
a water fountain of ginger ale.
Like at McDonald's, they have Coke, Sprite.
Yeah.
Why don't they put a ginger ale in there instead of strawberry Fanta?
Well, because I think the restaurants either have to pick Coke or Pepsi, and then I don't think Coke or Pepsi own. I think the ginger ale companies are their own thing.
I guarantee you that both of those companies own one.
Quite possibly.
Pretty much.
But Fanta is owned by Coke, so obviously you're going to see that
right
in a Coca-Cola fountain.
Yeah, it's just crazy that we don't.
But yeah,
we don't drink ginger ale.
I don't think Canada
on the ground.
Dry is owned by Coke or Pepsi.
Here's the other thing. Ginger ale, I feel like just as many people drink ginger ale with whiskey in it as they do plain at this point. A whiskey ginger is probably 20% of ginger ale these days.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ridiculous.
I don't like whiskey as much. I'm a vodka man.
Here's another shower thought. Drinking water while you pee would look like a cool magic trick if we didn't all know how it was done.
Yeah. I could see that. That's
It's interesting.
I never thought that kind of reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean. Have you seen it? The first one?
I don't know.
Well, Captain
I'm not worried
Barbossa-
about spoilers.
No. I'm wondering if you remember the scene when he's like drinking the wine, and it's like at night when he gets hit by the curse, and he like turns into a skeleton, and then you could like see it all like running down his body. That reminded me of that. I don't know why. A little
Dude,
off topic there, but
Speaking of magic tricks, I got this book, Magic as a Hobby, and legitimately, not even kidding, the first trick is how to remove your thumb. So it's straight up is
Ooh,
like
I can do
this
that one.
bad boy. That's the first trick in the book. Who needs a book for that?
I feel like everyone knows how to do that.
Yeah, kids that are born in like a tribe somewhere that don't have contact are sitting there like, check it out.
That was good. You're very good at it.
Thanks. You're like the
That's-
fifth person that's told me that.
No,
Yeah.
yours looks really believable.
What you got
dude.
to do is kind of like, and like pull
like
it
act
off.
like you're struggling.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just be like,
Yeah, there's like a little
I'll
trick to it.
I was like,
All right. Here's another one from Shower Thoughts, and then we'll move on to something else. Literally taking a shit into liters of water is the biggest flex towards third world countries.
oh my god, what?
It's true.
I
You literally
guess.
take a dump into perfectly clean water.
Yeah, wow,
Isn't that rowdy?
that is a big flex.
Right? I read that and I was just like, oh no, this is not right.
Man, that's mind blowing.
You ever take a dump in a toilet just to flex on third world countries?
and you don't even flush it? Just be like, yeah, check this out.
Yeah.
Just keep it there.
Someone who's a real jerk would probably post pictures of that and like, hey, check it out, third world countries. Took a dump in
Gosh, that's terrible.
there. I know, it's not good. I've got two more shower thoughts.
What time are we at? Just so I can plan my little
Yeah, we got
segment out.
some more time. Don't worry. We're
What
at
are-
47.
Oh, okay. We gotta skip yours. We'll save those
We'll
for
do one
next week, folks. But I'm gonna hit you.
All right. This better be
with
good.
Some misconnections off of Craigslist.
For the
So-
people who don't know what misconnections are, which you probably do, it's if you see someone in public and you like lock eyes with them or
And you're
something,
too much of a pussy to say anything.
then you go on there and you say, hey, I saw you at the... I'm typing. Hey, I saw you at the mall. Like, you were wearing a green shirt. Hit me up if you see this. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this probably has never worked.
I don't know. I
Like,
think it has.
Has
I think
anyone
it
ever
has.
gotten married off of this?
I'm sure.
All
I'm
right,
sure, dude.
read me
But
one.
I'm gonna give you guys some advice. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So it doesn't matter if you're gonna get denied. Go up to them and just send it, dude. Because then, if not, you're gonna be on misconnections, acting like a fool. All right. So this one is titled "Curvy Mature Lady at the Food Court." We were sitting at tables across from each other with an empty in between. I was by myself and you had a friend whose back was to me. I couldn't help admiring the view of your beautiful face and how how your low cut top was exposing your cleavage. Oh no. We exchanged several knowing glances and smiles, and I couldn't help but watch that big round booty as you got up and walked away. I wish I would have asked for your number, but I didn't want to interrupt you and your friend talking. So, I mean...
Just go say hi.
Okay. Oh, man, this is bad. So then he says, I'd love to chat with you. I haven't been able to stop thinking about what it must be like to be face first between those thick thighs. Dog. My man, that's not how it's done.
That is not how you lead off a conversation.
You can't just start... That you went 0 to 100, my man.
That's
you
not
gotta
good.
slow it down.
That's not good.
He said fuck first, second, and third. I'm just gonna
Just slide
I'm
into
just
home
gonna hit
plate
a home run
on
and
the
just
first
stand
message.
here.
Oh no!
That's what he said. He's like, I'm not even gonna bother with the other ones.
All right, hit me. First of all, I feel like if you're gonna go home and think about this and type this up, you might as well just go say hi in person. Like it's never gonna.
Right.
You never will have a better opportunity than right then.
But some people are just so shook, dude. Like I know people that are just extremely shook.
Hit me with the next one.
All right. This is a good one. This is a girl who was at a hospital, and this is about the CNA that was helping her. So it says, you were really nice, more quieter, with gauges at South Lake. I don't know if I should say this. That helped treat me, blah, blah, blah. You did my EKG as well as took some notes on my symptoms and such. I'm the young female patient who's 20 weeks pregnant that probably looked...
No!
Yeah, dude. Oh, no. I'm the young female patient who's 20 weeks pregnant that probably looked like a druggie. Anyways, I was with my mother, sister, and the father of my baby. Yikes, dude. No, this ain't it.
Don't do that. Do not do that.
No, dude.
Keep going.
Okay.
This is just red flag after red flag.
The rest is pretty...
It's just more deets.
Yeah, it's not really relevant.
You were on Tinder for a minute.
Yeah.
Did you see any pregnant chicks on there?
I know.
What would you even do? Would you say yes or no?
I feel like even if there were pregnant chicks on there, they would still have pictures of them pre-pregnant.
Oh, man. Imagine matching with a pregnant girl and you have to be like, oh, I got to think about this.
Oh, my gosh, dude. Franny would be all over that.
So I looked it up, and there's a People magazine article where they asked if anyone had met their spouse or anything on misconnections, and there was a good number of them.
Yeah?
A lot of them seemed like they were on and off, kind of like, oh, we met, like we hung out once. It was kind of weird. But...
Wait, what is this? This is for what? Misconnections?
Yeah, Craigslist kills personal ads. 16 heartwarming misconnections love stories.
You just asked me if I think anyone's ever actually...
Yeah, I just looked it up just now.
I thought you just asked me that and then pulled this out of your pocket. Like, oh yeah, here we go.
No, it's a trick question. It wasn't a trick question.
All right. So, okay, next one. Here we go. Neighbor that drives a Camaro. You had a yellow dress on yesterday. OMG. You so fine. Hope to hear from you.
It's your neighbor.
So fine.
If it's your neighbor, just go over.
It's not a misconnection if you know who it is
and
bro.
Where they live.
Just go over there and be like, yo, you trying to suck or nah?
Just write them a note and tape it to the door. Honestly, just print out your own misconnections posting and just staple it to the door. Martin Luther style.
Oh, man. All right.
Hold on.
Oh, this one is kind of creepy. I don't know how I feel about this one. It says, haven't seen each other in a while, but tonight we did. That's all it said.
At the gym.
Yeah, at the gym.
That's awkward.
All it says, dude. Like, what?
You know how many girls literally stop going to the gym because they feel like they can't stop getting ogled at?
Oh, yeah, dude. I bet.
Dudes,
it's so cringy.
Gym dudes, just look at your workout. Don't stare at chicks at the gym, please. You have to start doing that.
That is not the move.
It's not good.
Oh, this one is mad suspect, dude. Okay, so it says, I guess it was a girl who works for she's like a roadside assistance or whatever. And it said, you came to my rescue when my car wouldn't. So I mean, first off, red flag. A dude is calling a girl over to help with his car. Big yikes right there. So it says, you came to my rescue when my car wouldn't start. I was smitten with your cuteness, but couldn't say anything for obvious reasons. I don't like that sentence.
For obvious reasons.
What does that mean, dog? Does that mean your wife was sitting next to you in the passenger seat?
And she's 20 weeks pregnant?
Yeah, and she's pregnant? Like, come on, bro. It says, you probably won't see this, but if you do and want to talk, tell me the car I drive and something about our conversation.
Honestly, I bet you dudes have gone on here and just made up stories. Like, if you posted like 50 misconnections a week, you could probably meet like.
Oh, like yeah.
Here's an example: girl with the nice body and cute smile, and then be like, "I saw you at the gym. We locked eyes for a second.
Oh, dude!
If you're interested, you just write me."
You
like,
could literally fish
and then you
for
could
the perfect
put the
person
perfect
you want.
person.
You're like, oh yeah, you were 5'2.5". You had blonde hair down to your
mid-shoulders,
thoracic vertebrae.
Dude, that's a good idea.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna help so many dudes out with that just need help and have no game like this guy.
And then you have to put like, I'm kind of a shy guy. You like just make yourself sound nice. Like, I'm a shy dude, but I have a big heart. Like, you can just say whatever you want.
I'm a shy guy, but I have a big
heart. Yeah.
All right. So this one says, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, waiting on food like me today at 2:35 p.m. You got a big ass, hit me up.
This guy's using our method.
He doesn't even care what other
did he say,
she has.
Did he say, you got a big ass?
Yeah, it doesn't even say you have a big ass. It says you got a big ass, hit me up.
I mean, honestly, that's sick. I hope that she hits him up.
He doesn't look too thirsty. You know, he's not being weird. He's just like, hey, you got a big ass, hit me up. You know?
The more casual, the better.
I like how blunt this guy is.
Yeah, dude, he was killing it.
All right, oh Mike.
No.
Bro, this one says, this can't be real. I hope it's not. It says, you were hit by a car. It says, I was the guy holding your leg up while waiting for the ambulance, wondering how you're doing. I hope that's not real.
No. That's a problem.
Oh, man.
That's a problem.
Okay, I think this one's fake, but I'm going to read it because it's hilarious. But if it is real by chance, this is incredible.
Also, by the way, if you know anyone who's met someone on Misconnections, let us know.
Yeah, please.
Because I want to interview that person.
My parents met on Misconnections. All right.
You would have to be like 6.
Someone's going to reply, be like, oh, yeah, my mom was the pregnant one that was hitting on that CNA.
Perfect.
All right, so this one says, to the man wearing the camo hat, red, white, and blue board shorts in the white diesel truck on pump 2, you weren't wearing a shirt or shoes, but you still got service. We locked eyes at the boiled peanuts, and then we brushed hands reaching for the last chicken gizzard. I couldn't take my eyes off your fabulous mullet. You were clearly intoxicated. As you paid for your food, long cut wintergreen skull, a twisted tea, and $20 in scratch off tickets. I couldn't help but to notice you had no ring on.
What city is this in?
It says Geneva. So it might be accurate. And
Dude,
it says,
you know who this is? They met Florida Man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It says, I don't even care that you're missing a front tooth. You ran through the parking lot yelling, if you ain't first, you're last. I want to be the queen of your double wide trailer. I hope you see this post and respond.
Oh, my God. That's so good. That's the most Florida thing I've ever heard.
I hope that's real.
That better be real. That's probably a good one to end on.
Yeah,
because I'm crying, dude. That's so funny.
That was definitely a banger. I'll save the rest for next week's.
That's so sick, dude. I love Florida, man.
We brushed hands reaching for the last chicken gizzard.
I mean,
that was my favorite line.
My mom eats those.
Really?
She's from Louisiana, dude.
Wow.
They respect the bird by eating the whole thing. They do pickled pig's feet, all this crap. In Tennessee, dude, I was walking around the like stores. They pickle everything there. Everything.
Really?
They had pickled eggs, pickled pig's feet, pickled Like,
What about pickled dogs?
no,
Like
they
wieners.
had real pickles, pickled olives, pickled pimentos. Like, the pickle section at a gas station they have more pickles than they do drinks. And I went to a hot sauce museum store, whatever. I ate like the hottest one there, and that was a problem. And I also went to what other museum? Dude, they had a 5D movie experience there, and I rode that, and it was awful. It was awful, dude. It was like literally a movie seat that just does this, and we watched like a ripoff of Transformers.
5D. That sounds like the next title of Mia Khalifa's video.
Good one. Good one.
I don't even know who that is.
Love it.
What time are we?
Yeah,
at?
I think we're about ready to wrap this bad boy up. Are you down to go to Gatlinburg later this year?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go right after we finish the potty.
All right, just like the ramen shop.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We actually did that. Though.
That's true. Yeah, we should follow up. After episode 1, we talked about going to get ramen at Super Saiyan.
Did we touch up on that already?
We actually did it. I don't know, but
yeah, I'll tell you guys again. We did it, and I feel like ramen can only be so good. There's a very low, like
ceiling.
Cap, yeah, for ramen. It can't get past. It can't be better than a certain point. And I think that little Munchian brand or whatever, or like whoever sells it in the grocery store, yeah. Or our Australian viewers aren't going to know what a Publix is, but yeah, the grocery store, that's already at the ceiling. So it's not going to get much better than that.
Agree to disagree.
So,
that's the unpopular opinion.
Yep, that is. We're going to wrap up with that unpopular opinion.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. As always, if you like us, now you can catch us on iTunes podcasts and Spotify.
Wow, that's news
big
to
news.
Me. That is, I didn't know that until right now, so that's great.
Yeah, so check if you just search Two Old Roomies podcast on either one of those platforms, it'll come up. So it's big news for everybody here. The whole team is really excited.
Oh yeah, we're stoked. We should be getting a soundboard guy soon, so I hope you guys are hyped for that. Maybe have a couple guest speakers on here. We got big things coming up. So we have 28 subscribers too.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Massive.
We're on the climb. We're on the come up. And stay tuned for more news and updates, and we'll see you at the raid.
See ya, guys.
All right.